I realize it's been a while since I've done a how to adult video, so I'm going to do checking. Now this is an old planner, as you can see. It's from 2014. So we will know that these are not current numbers. I'm going to pick a page that is blank if I can find one. Here we go. Here's a page. And it's even February. How cool is that? Mind you, it's the week after this one. So, let us say that you get paid on a Monday. Not many people do, but let's just say that you do. Let's say that this is payday, and you make $400, nice even number, on your paycheck. Again, I don't know many people that do, but there we go. And let's say that there was $1.50 in your account before you got paid. So over here, you would write $401.50. So that's basic math. I'm sure everyone can do basic math. If you're an adult, I assume that you can. If you can't, there's a calculator. Since my calculator is on the phone, I will be doing simple, easy to do numbers. Now let's say that your rent is $500. Let's say your rent is $500. So in the notes section, we'll put rent $500. Now, let us assume that in your savings, you already have half of your rent in your savings account. I wrote that in the notes because it'll just clutter this up here. So, you would put rent $250 because that's what needs to go to your savings account. So 400 minus 250 is 150. So 151.50. If I could write upside down, this would be a lot simpler, and I'm sorry that I cannot. So, let's say that you need food, because most people do. You get paid bi-weekly, so you probably need quite a few things. So let's say that on food you spend $100. Easy math, you have $51.50 left. And you might be thinking, woohoo! I have $50 to my name. But do you pay power? Do you pay cable? Do you pay phone? Well, you can either go out for a night on the town, or you can pay, let's say, your phone bill. Now, my phone, because it's through Metro PCS, is an easy amount. But let's say that you have the $40 plan and you don't have the $6 a month phone protection like I do. So you only pay $40. That means you have $11.50 left. So if you want to go out on the town and this is your life, you have $11.50 to do so. And if you're thrifty, you can do that. Now, a lot of banks have an app where you can set your bill to be paid ahead of time. Let's say that your bill is due on the 1st. You have your money on the 24th, but you're afraid you're going to spend it. So, you can either put that $250 for your rent into your savings with the other $250, or, well, now you can write a check. Writing checks. A lot of people still write checks for their rent. I do as well. This is why you keep track. Anytime you write a check, you need to write it down. So let's say that you wrote a check for $250. Let's say your rent is only $250 because you have roommates. If you didn't write this down, you were just checking your bank app, well, what's 400 minus 140? That's $260. So you would think that you had $260 in your account. Let's say you go out in the town and you spend $20. You are now $850 away from your rent because you didn't write down what your rent was. Also, let's do another example over here. Let's say that you have $50 in your account. And you go to Hot Topic. And you spend $25. But you didn't write that down. Let's say you were at the mall, it was chaotic, and you want to go out to dinner, and you forgot that you bought that really cute How to Train Your Dragon dress. You'll see $50 in the account. If Hot Topic, it's not, but if Hot Topic was one of those places that doesn't charge your account the same day. Some places, particularly if you're shopping on eBay or Amazon, sometimes they don't charge the same day. So let's say that this was Amazon. You bought something on Amazon for $25, but they don't post to your account until here. You didn't write it down because you just check your bank's mobile app. So you go out for dinner and you spend $30. Well, now you're -5 because you've been checking your bank website and you forgot that you ordered something on Amazon. Well, now you spent $30 on dinner. When Amazon goes through, you're overdrafted $5. Now, my bank, if you have it in your savings, will pull it out of your savings and put it into your checking, but there's an overdraft fee. So, not only have you overdrafted $5, but let's say the overdraft fee is $10. So because you didn't write down that you spent $25 at Amazon, you're now $15 in debt. This is why it's important, even with the advent of mobile banking, to write every purchase down. And now I like this format much better than the other format, which is basically a calendar. I like this format because on a calendar, you don't have the lines to jot everything down. You've only got those little boxes. That's why I don't have a happy planner, because the happy planner doesn't have this lined section. It only has boxes. See, I wish I had my dot journal next to me, but I don't. Point is, this is basically balancing a checkbook. Now, if you were balancing a checkbook, it would be divided into 3 sections. It would be the date that you made the purchase, what it was, and, what and how much. So what I've been doing here, rent $250, food $100. And here would be balance. So that is why they call it, I think, balancing your checkbook, because you know how much you have. if you've ever heard the expression in the red, this $15 in the hole would be considered in the red, because in the old days, when you were balancing your checkbook, usually for business, things written in the black ink, how much you have. Things written in the red ink, how much you spent. And if the red outnumbered the black, you were in the red, aka negative. So that is how you balance a checkbook. And as I said, I use these, and I got it from Dollar Tree. They don't really change year to year. Well, this year I added tabs, which have been very helpful. But because I get paid on, on the first, I have to put the tabs where it won't cover up the first. So it's not a nice, even row. But even if you don't do full-on planning, I highly recommend having just one of these, and then those cute little pocket calendars for appointments. And sadly, again, I don't have one next to me, but you've seen them everywhere. They're like the little puppy one. It's adorable. That's what I have. I have a puppy one. And so you have, let's just say that this is a cute little puppy calendar. So you have the cute little puppy calendar for your appointments, and then you have this one for your finances. And it's so much neater and less cluttered. You don't miss that you have an appointment because your finances are, you get clutter blindness. It's an actual thing. That's why you can't find something you're looking for on a shelf of all the same thing. So I find that if you separate appointments and finances, you don't miss an appointment and you don't miss that you spent money somewhere. That is how to adult finances.